Hey, what is going on everybody, and welcome to Fantasia. For today, we're going to be jumping into another session of Epic 7. Now for today's guild war here, we're going up against a Chinese guild, whose name I don't know how to say. But we are going up against a pretty tough guild. They're taking down a lot of our towers, and I believe they have a lead on us. Yes, they have a lead of about 2,000 points here. So here's my tower right now. Nobody's really attacked me. My defense has been proven to be quite decent. I'm definitely planning on changing my second defense team, but we're gonna have to wait for the next guild war to see that. Of course, we always have to do this, right? Icarus with the joke of the day: don't date a tennis player. Love means nothing to them. So, this is, oh my god, okay, so you have to kind of understand tennis to get this one, but I'll leave you guys to look up what love means in tennis. Anyway, so, moving on here. we are going to be going up against this tower down here. Now they seem to be all Chinese characters, except for this guy. This orange guy here, but we're not fighting this orange guy. We're going to be going for this central tower. Now, going for the central tower here, we're going to do something a little bit different, right? As you can see, I've kind of shifted around, moved around some of my units. So what I'm doing is I'm bringing in Achades for the top team there, because I'm pretty sure that Seaside Bologna is going to need a bit of more consistent healing and more help in terms of staying alive, especially with Crimson Armin kind of helping out a little bit there against the Apocalypse Ravi and of course Spectre Tenebria. But we're gonna have a work cut out for us here, because we're using an AoE damage dealer in the form of Seaside Bologna into Elena, which is a anti-AoE healer. The thing is, Elena is also kind of anti-cleave as well, so this is a pretty well-built first team there. I think Seaside Bologna will be fine, because we can always soulburn her S3 to get the unhealable to take down the Ravi, but as of right now, we should be good. The splash damage, so much splash damage from the Seaside Bologna should be able to take down that Spectre Tenebria, unless of course that Elena starts cycling really, really hard, which hopefully won't happen. So for the second team here, bring in Montmorency as my healer. I just want a more consistent source of healing. I know I'm against Seaside Bologna, but I also want the ability to cleanse if I do need it. Dark Corvus is here because Ruel is a pain in the butt, and because Tenebria there makes things a little bit awkward for me. She has a lot of CC, she has a lot of like sleeps and all those types of things, and Dark Corvus and Montmorency are both really high effect resistance, so this was kind of the most ideal team for the situation, but we're going to go ahead and jump into this and just see how it goes. Alright, so for this first battle here, the one I'm most worried about is this one actually, but we do seem to have the better cycle here, because we get to go ahead and pop this invincibility first. Now actually, I take that back. The Elena is going to go and put the invincibility on everybody, and so basically these next several attacks are not going to do anything against the opponent, right? So what I'm going to do here is I'm pretty much just I'm not going to poke the Ravi, because if it's on counter, I don't want that to happen. We're not going to pop the S3 either here. We're just going to go ahead and poke the Elena. Alright, but the Ravi is going to go for the Achades, and that's actually really, really good. There's a 50-50 chance that it would have gone for Seaside Bologna or Achades. So that's not bad. Now, this Elena's on Magaraha's Tome, which means she's going to be cycling quite a bit, especially because of my AoEs. So it's going to be a little bit risky here. Now, the reason I didn't pop the invincibility on Achades earlier when it was her turn is because of the fact that I really don't want all the attacks going onto Seaside Bologna, because she definitely would have died there, okay? So now that Crimson Armin's kind of here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this S2 on Achades just to give herself some heals, and also just kind of protect herself a little bit. Every dark unit on the other team is going to go for Crimson Armin here. Now, it's important to note that this Apocalypse Ravi actually has Crimson Seed. That's what they're running. So that's actually going to be a bit problematic. Now, this Elena looks a bit squishy, actually, so it's pretty good for me. She's going to heal from this, though, which is kind of bad. So the Crimson Seed on the Apocalypse Ravi means that she can cleanse debuffs on her own, which is actually going to be a bit problematic for me. Now here I'm going to definitely need to pop the S3 to go ahead and heal up my Seaside Bologna, just in case the Spectre Tenebria uses her attack and it hits two people and one of them happens to be the Seaside Bologna. So Elena is also going to be a bit problematic here. Oh, it actually did hit C-Side Bellona. Alright, that should be fine because we're going ahead and... Oh, we actually got defense break on the Elena. Okay, so I am definitely going to go ahead and unleash an S3 here, and we're going to pray that Apocalypse Ravi does not counterattack, because this... Oh, that's a counterattack. Alright, no, that's fine. Didn't crit. Okay, so I went for the S3 there, and I had to do it. And there's an unhealable here. Good. So the reason I had to do that was because there's a defense break on both the Spectre Tenebria and on the Elena, which means that if I'd S3'd there, it would have guaranteed the kill on both of them. Alright, so as of right now, we are good. We got target debuffs, we got Unhealable, the Provoke on Ravi. So even if Crimson Seed does proc, I mean, there's a good chance it's not going to cleanse the debuff that he wants to cleanse. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and S2 here in retaliation. There we go, Crimson Seed activated, but we still have the defense break, which is the important thing. So I'm going to keep hitting with the Crimson Armin. Got a Provoke there, pretty good. I think Crimson Sea can only proc once per turn. Now that I think about it, Crimson Sea can only proc once per turn, because I think it's the 3-star artifact that can't. Crimson Seed, I believe, is the 4-star artifact. But okay, no matter, it's all good. We ended up winning that in pretty solid fashion, I would have to say. That was not too shabby at all. Alright, so going to this battle here, gonna try to sleep the Tenebria. Alright, cool, Montmorency. There we go. We're going to put the S3 up on the General Purgus, hopefully get a stun. Very nice. Tenebria is out of commission for now. So C-Side Bellona is going to go ahead and S3. It's really good for me because General Purgus is just going to push everyone up, right, essentially, which is always going to be nice. And as you can see, my Montmorency and my Dark Corvus are just not getting debuffed at all. They have so much effect resistance that it's amazing. And the thing with Dark Corvus here is that he's going to be able to really quickly charge his ulti because of the fact that, oh, actually, everyone's either provoked or stunned. So we're going to hit the Ruel. Actually, she's on Idol's Cheer. We're not going to hit the Ruel anymore. We're going to sleep the Tenebria. Oh, never mind. Oh, it's a counter Tenebria. Pretty cool. Okay, so the thing with the Dark Corvus, right, having really high effect resistance, you're never going to get provoked, not going to get defense broken, you're not going to really feel the threat or the pressure of a lot of CC units. So that's the good thing about this one here. Alright, so we got our ulti fully charged here. Very, very nice. Tenebria is going to go ahead and try to sleep everyone. Might put General Purgus to sleep. Really doesn't matter if that happens. Alright, there we go. The resistance on everyone else, essentially. So not too bad. Alright, I'm going to pop an S2 here. And General Purgus is asleep. And we are going to go ahead and pop Ruel. Alright, and there we have it. The first battle of this guild war won, and we've did quite a bit of damage to this tower, actually. I believe one more attack, and we should be able to take it down. Alright, so we'll be back with the second battle in just a second. Alright guys, welcome back to the second battle of this guild war. Going into this person here, the only character I can read is the first one, which means big. It's Ta, which means big, and that's all I know. So it's big something, alright? So we're going to go ahead and jump into this battle. He has a very interesting first team here with 2 light units. We have Mei Chloe and DJ Bassar, both of whom I actually really want, but it's okay. We're going up against C-Side Bellona as well, so I'm bringing Charles, and I really want to test out my ML Ken. Switched around some of his gear. He's not as tanky as before, but he has a lot more offensive stats, so hopefully he's going to deal a number or do a number to Mei Chloe and DJ Bassar, who's going to target him by default. Now, C-Side Bellona's there. I have Charles. I re-geared him, and he is an absolute beast. 17,000 HP. I mean, even if ML Ken falls in battle, Charles can more likely than not just solo this team. Alright, so Montmorency's there as kind of support for cleansing, for kind of immunity buff and heals on the ML Ken if he needs it. But we're going to see how it goes. The second team here, we're going up against Apocalypse Ravi, ML Ken, and Charles. Now, I'm bringing a really risky team here. I really shouldn't do this, but I really want to see how my Researcher Carrot fares against a team like this. They don't have heals, they don't have sustain, they don't have anything of that sort. I guess Ravi kind of self-sustains, but not enough, I don't think, to withstand my carrot. So we're going to go into this battle and kind of see how she does here, okay? So let's go ahead and jump right into this. Alright, so no regrets here. We're going to see how Researcher Carrot and ML can do. We have DJ Basar going to push up his team, which is, completely fine. We have immunity on my Charles and my ML Ken, and we have Mount Morrissey just kind of there, not going to get debuffed at all, so it's going to be good. The bad thing is, this Seaside Bellona does get an attack buff, but the good thing is, she's probably not going to one-shot my ML Ken. So as we can see, Sigurd's Scythe activated, we're going to heal back a bunch of HP there, and Seaside Bellona's almost dead. In fact, if Charles counters twice, Seaside Bellona just killed herself with an S3. So that is pretty good. She lost her attack buff too. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and heal everyone up. And, everyone's going to be attacking into my ML Ken here, and that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and use the S3. I know this is going to cause the S2 to come out of the Seaside Bellona, but she has a defense break now, and we should be fine. Alright, so going to go ahead and pop this heal up on the Charles, mostly because, here's the thing, Seaside Bellona is going to die here, and Maid Chloe coming up is definitely going to be attacking into my ML Ken, so I can heal off of that. So Charles just needs to be pretty healthy here. We're going to go ahead off the Seaside Bellona, and because Maid Chloe just recently popped her revive, I mean, we're going to be, oh, hey. Wow, what is Maid Chloe's stun percent chance? Like 25% chance? What? Whoa, hang on just a second there. What is DJ Basar's stun chance? Like 25%? Come on, guys. Okay, so as we can see, we deal this maid is on Proof of Valor, but we still deal quite a bit of damage to him, which is pretty good. Alright, DJ Basar attack into us, almost fully heal with the ML Ken there, just as planned. You know what, I'm gonna put the immunity on him, just in case here, okay? Just in case he gets sacked and stunned twice in a row again. Alright, just in case. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna go ahead and kill off this Maid Chloe. This should destroy her there. Oh, actually, no. We did strip her revive buff, actually, so we're just going to poke her and then she'll be gone. Very, very nice. And then DJ Basar is going to commit Sudoku by attacking into my ML Ken. So there we go. Yeah, actually worked out much better than I thought it would, especially after we got stunned twice in a row. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and put up this invincibility buff on everybody. And I'm going to do what I did before. I'm not going to go ahead and pop the invincibility on the Acades here. I'm just going to go ahead and tap the Ravi, see what she's on there. Alright, okay, that was actually kind of bad. We triggered a counterattack from her and a counterattack from Charles. Charles didn't miss the S1. He didn't miss the S2 either, but we resisted the strip, so there we go. Alright, so the Apocalypse Ravi actually has an attack down, and because we have invincibility, I'm just going to go ahead and smack into her here. Don't really care that she heals a little bit. She has an attack down, she's not going to deal that much damage to me, no matter what, and we get a very chunky barrier for my carrot, so that's good. Now we're also against Charles. Charles has elemental disadvantage against my carrot, so hopefully he won't crit here. I say that, but he didn't miss. Alright, I say that, and he also crit me. So, fantastic. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to try to provoke the Charles. Alright, very good. Mission accomplished. We're going to go ahead and heal over here. Going to pop this S3. So my carrot gets up to full health, just in case she gets countered here. Now, we don't have an attack buff, so this kind of sucks, but we're going to go ahead and pop the S3. Please don't crit the ML Ken. I have less than 50% chance crit. Great, and of course we hit the ML Ken. We're gonna get countered by the Apocalypse Ravi and the ML Ken. We're really low, but that's oh god. Okay. So, about that. We're gonna pretend we never saw this. Alright, so that battle just never happened. Alright guys, welcome back to the third and final battle of this guild war. We're gonna go up against Memento here, and with this player we have, obviously you have your standard Ruel, ML Ken defense team on the top, right? So, of course, we're gonna bring in Dark Corvus, gonna try to, you know, control the situation there, especially because they have a Bazaar, and you guys know how I feel about Bazaars, right? So the second team here, we're going to go up against Crow, Mursa, and Fat Cat. Now here's the thing, this is actually a really scary team for me, because I really hate dealing with evasion teams. You have Crow with the defense buff, Mursa, who has a lot of evasion, probably a Moonlight Dreamblade, and then you have Fat Cat as well, who is just absolutely insane for making teams more tanky and RNG based than they deserve to be. So what we're doing is we're going to bring in Lilius, Acades, and Charles. Charles is going to be the main damage dealer here, and I'm choosing Charles because he has multiple attempts each turn to attack somebody, right? He can S1 into an S2, right? And with Lilius here, I'm hoping that Lilius's S1 procs a Charles S1, which goes into Charles S2. So it allows me to get more turns and more attempts to hit the units, because I swear to God, if Mursa dodges 10 hits from Charles in a row, I'm just going to quit this game, okay? So we're going to go and jump into this and see how it goes, hopefully well, all right? So in this first battle here, we see, yeah, this is just fairly standard stuff, right? You have a pretty decent speed Bazaar. I mean, it's a slow Bazaar. It's not really fast. It's just meant to kind of set up for the ML Ken and everything like that. But the good thing is, if you bring General Purgus against Bazaar, it just pushes your team up instead of back. So, especially if you resist the pushback like Dark Corvus and Montmorency did. Okay, so we're just gonna go into this fairly standard. I mean, we're just gonna, you know, hit the Bazaar, hit the Ruel, hit the ML Ken. Not in that order. We're gonna definitely kill the Ruel first. All right, so probably just gonna skip to some kind of montage of Dark Corvus beating the heck out of all three of these units.
All right, try me.
Alright guys, so here we are with the second battle of this Guild War, yeah, or second round of this battle, not the whole Guild War. Okay, so going up against this team, again, it's gonna be very interesting. I'm gonna try my best to go right after the Mursa and just kind of see what, actually, if she's on Moonlight Dreamblade, I don't really want her to have the attack buff when she uses her first S3, so instead I'm just going to go right after the Fat Cat, and let's see how it goes. Alright, well, we hit both of those hits there. Very nice. Triggered the Durandal, I mean, it's fine. Crow's on Aurea, so no holy sacrifice shenanigans there. Alright, so Assassin Cartuja gonna go for the Acades there. We resist because healers are good with effect resistance. Crow's gonna push the Acades and she's gonna resist as well. She's silenced though with the Mursa. Actually quite interesting that she landed that, but that's alright. We're gonna chalk that up to the 15% chance. Okay, gonna go for the S3 here, mostly for the attack buff. I really want the attack buff up. And Acades is silenced for 2 turns. Now that's quite a problem. I'm gonna go ahead and pop the S3 to cleanse my Acades so that she can go ahead and actually heal herself. That's why I kind of saved it at the beginning. I didn't actually go ahead and use it immediately. So there we go. We're going to go ahead and pop the S3 here, mostly because of the fact that it's going to heal her for a pretty good amount, and then I can always get that effect resistance buff on her, so she's not going to get provoked or anything like that. So there we go. Everyone's attacking Acades, which I'm okay with. If I really need to, I can always use Lilius to redirect the attention onto her. But there we go. See, Charles is counterattacking. I mean, I know we're missing a lot, but that's alright. It's kind of expected when they have an evasion team like this with Mursa, Fat Cat, and then defense in terms of Crow. But their units seem to be fast enough that they're cycling off the defense buff from Crow, so it's actually working in my favor that they're so fast. There we go, Charles crit there. Please crit again. There we go, Charles popping off. That's my man. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and attack into the Mursa here. That's completely fine. We're going to go ahead and S2. That hits the crit. We're going to strip. Actually, we did not strip, but we're going to go ahead and pop the S3 here on the Acades. Alright, I got a little ahead of myself there, a little too excited, but that's okay. Kral's going to go for the Acades, which means Mursa's going to attack her as well, and that's fine. She seems to be tankier than all the other units I have. Alright, so there we go. Moonlight Dreamblade still there. Marissa barely holding on. Akadi's gonna finish her off there. And now we just have to deal with a Crow. So, Elber's Ritual Sword coming out. Actually, very nice. There we go. Double hit. Strip the defense buff. We're gonna provoke. We're gonna Soulburn and provoke. Now, Crow's AI is gonna be fixed in the coming weeks. So, I do have to be careful about that. I can no longer bait with Akadi's invincibility. But just to go to show, I am capable of not cheesing Crow wins, alright? I do have strategies in place. Okay, so there we go. Charles is an absolute beast. We've established that time and time again, and that's gonna be it for this Guild War, guys. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe for more Epic 7 content, and leave a comment down below letting me know what I can do to improve. And until next time, take care.